This is the new question for. Uh, I'm recording this for YouTube user. Today I um, answered some questions in the Siemens online support, technical forum of Siemens online support, and I came across this question. It may you may encounter if you are a Siemens user, you may encounter this question. Power supplies normally they are installed on a rack, and in some cases you want to make sure that the power supply is functional or not because you don't have the chance to remove a power supply on a working machine and uh, function test a power supply. In most cases, if the automation system, if it's not a redundant automation system, it's not possible when you remove the power supply. A shutdown is unavoidable. So it will be nice if we can test the power supply without an 7400 rack. So this is some pictures from Siemens power supplies. It's a 405. It's a DC input, DC output power supply, and it's 405. The order is here, and this is 407 and AC input power supply. So the input AC input signal is connected here. There is a the battery. This place is for battery. This battery will keep the in case of a power outage, and this is a very important part of the power supply. So if you have a plant power outage, you need to make sure that you have the battery. There are some indications here for more information, and this is the switch to perform the power cycle. So the answer is straightforward. The power supply on the main rack, not the SITOP. The power supply on the main rack, like PS-407 and 405, cannot be tested standalone because it relies on the S7400 rack's backplane for power distribution and enabling signals. So contrary to SITOPs, you apply the input and you receive the output on the main on the module itself. But for power on rack, you provide the AC input or DC input, but the power distribution is done on the main rack for SM400. It has only input connection on the front, so AC or DC signal, DC supply is provided on the front side here. This is the connection, while all output power is delivered through the backplane. So we are not aware that because backplane is you connect the power supply on the backplane, so you don't know the how the internal connections of the you know how are what are the enabling signals on the uh, power power supply side, and also how the which pins provide different types of different level of voltage onto the backplane. These are the information that are limited only for the developer side. And even if you ask Siemens in support requests, they will not answer the design side of the power supply and the rack. So the power is delivered through the backplane. Since it requires the rack to function, the only way to test it is by inserting it into a compatible S7-400 rack with at least a CPU or a dummy module. There is no direct method to bypass the backplane and power it on externally. So you cannot, contrary to SITOP, uh, we can say that SITOP is somehow independent to a S7400 or S7400 rack, but power supply 407 and 405, they are dependent to the rack. So the answer is it's possible to test it from outside the rack. So you need to have the rack in a workshop and to test the hardware and to test each hardware, power supply, CPU, communication modules, and everything. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for new topics.